Hello, everybody. My name is Tiffany Riley. I'm the principal of Windsor School. For those of you who are not familiar with our school, we are a pre-K through 12 educational facility. Something that makes us stand out from the rest is that we're a deeply caring community, which starts at the basic level of the interactions between your student and their classroom teacher, which you're going to hear a little bit more about today. As many of you know, the spring of 2020 was a very unusual end of a school year. We, as a school, along with everyone else in the state of Vermont, found ourselves in a very unique remote learning environment. We're in hopes that at the beginning of the year, in the fall, we will all be able to come together and start school face to face. What we're going to share with you today is what that would look like if your student were to arrive at school in a usual education situation. Before I turn it over to Mrs. Dower, your kindergarten teacher for next year, I just wanted to say that we really take a whole child wraparound approach at the school. Again, starting at the classroom level with the classroom teacher. But we have many folks on our staff who care deeply about children and are always there to help out. From our school counselors to our specials teachers to our school nurse, our school administration, and special education. Mrs. Dower is going to talk a little bit about each of those components next.
Hi, everyone. My name is Angela Dower. My students call me Miss Angie, and we are going to walk you through a day in kindergarten. Getting the day started. Arrival time is 7:45. Students come in, they hang their backpacks and their jackets, and there is a morning activity. Then we have morning meeting where we review the days of the week, the months of the year, the calendar, and what day of school it is. We count our days up to school up to the 100th day, and then we have a nice big celebration. And then during morning meeting, we set the schedule for the day so the kids know what to expect. Kids have specials every day of the week. Twice a week, they have PE class. Once a week, they have art, library, and music. Our wonderful music teacher, Miss Wood, is here with us to talk about what music looks like in kindergarten.
Hi, everyone. I love getting to teach music at Windsor. It is so special and so fun. So music for kindergarten there's really a lot of focus in the joy of music making. And that's across the board for all students. But in kindergarten particularly, it looks like a few different things. So we focus on being musical and being able to keep the beat in groups of 2s and 3s. And we listen to recorded classical music. And we also keep the beat to short, simple songs that we learn. We focus on pitch elements when we warm up our voices, do vocal explorations and sing simple songs and sing echo songs. And we also focus on the artful part of music, so experiencing music for music's sake. So we move to music and we listen to music and we do different things about music. And we really focus on experiencing that joy together and feeling safe to take risks and make choices in our learning and just have a lot of fun.
I know my students absolutely love music. We also use a program called Second Steps, which helps students develop their social emotional skills, including making friends, managing their emotions, and solving problems. For literacy learning, we take a balanced approach. We have a program called Foundations, which teaches the kids their letter sounds and much more to ensure reading and spelling success. We use the Wheatley program, which we listen to a variety of excellent literacy and nonfiction texts within our curriculum. Right now, our students are currently studying bugs, and they're going to do their own research project. They retell and discuss what they've learned. We put events in order and explain why they occurred. We interact with fiction, poetry, and fables. We read grade-appropriate texts independently. For writing, we are currently using a program called Write Steps, and your child will be able to use a combination of drawing, dictating, and writing to compose opinion pieces, narrative writing, telling about a single or series of events, informative explanatory writing that explains information about a topic, and we read and write poetry. Lunch and recess. So that's kind of in the middle of the day. Recess happens before lunch. So kids get outside and get to run and play for 20 minutes and then come inside and have lunch. After kindergarten lunch, we have what we call quiet time. And that can look like a little bit of different things. We can do yoga and mindfulness. Kids can lay down if they're tired. They can do coloring or quiet fine motor skills. We can do reading. They can read to themselves. But the lights are off and it's just nice and calm and quiet. Then we have math. For math, we follow the Eureka curriculum. And during that, we start with numbers to 10. We do 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional shapes. We do comparison of length, weight, capacity, and numbers to 10. We do number pairs, addition and subtraction to 10, numbers 10 to 20. A big thing we work on is counting to 100 by ones, which is why we include it in our morning meeting. And then we do counting to 100 by tens. We do analyzing, comparing, and composing of shapes. I would like to take this time to introduce Miss Osgood, who is our special education teacher.
Hi, everyone. I'm Chris Osgood, and as Mrs. Dower said, I'm a special education teacher for grades K1. The students call me Miss O, and I work very closely with the classroom teachers. So your child will see me coming into their classrooms to work with many different students. I love visiting our kindergarten classrooms because there's a lot going on, and I really look forward to meeting everybody soon.
Thank you. Now I'd like to talk about Forrest Friday. Forrest Friday is a nature-based learning that's characterized by a balance between supervised student-directed play and exploration time. So that means that we do what's called sit spots. So we sit on our little plastic circle and we use our 5 senses to explore what's happening around us, and then we share that. And then we have free exploration, which means that we go into this certain area and kids are able to play and make up play, and we build huts and teepees and lots of awesome things. We use a lot of independence and imaginary play for problem solving, communication, and teamwork. Those are the focus of our social emotional development while we're out in the woods. On outdoor days, we encourage parents to join us for some part of the day as we learn and explore together. Here are some pictures from us doing science and taking hikes. We go in the wintertime as long as it's not too cold and not too icy. Dismissal is at 2:40. We're really going to want to know if your child is a car rider, a walker, or if they ride the bus. So on the first day of school, you guys will tell us where your student goes. You're also going to get paperwork in the mail to fill out. If anything changes, the teacher in the office should be notified. Also, every Friday, students are dismissed after a half day at 12:30. There are Friday enrichment school programs offered on those half-day Fridays if kids need to stay until 2:40. We have a homework club, outing club, makers club, crafting and games, Tea Kids, which is Trinity Church comes, and a high five club. How can you help? Come volunteer in the classroom. We would really love for parents to join us on Forrest Friday, and you can be part of the PTO. What's next? Before the first day of school, more information will be sent home to you about open house and what that will look like. The first day of school is Thursday, August 27th, and the first 2 weeks of kindergarten is a half-day dismissal at 12:30. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. My email address is listed here, angela.dower@wsesu.net. We thank you for joining us today to learn a little bit more about what kindergarten looks like.